Hey guys, Coach Jesse Minch, also known as Snake here. Got a new review for you on these right here, these Pro-Shot Band. They're kind of like a shooting sleeve, basically for your fingers. So let's get into it. Basically, what they're supposed to do, and what they do from what I found, is they keep your fingers spaced apart. Basically, it's just some elastic little bands, and it's all one big band together. And in between, they have kind of a little bit of a firmer, or thicker, I should say, not necessarily firmer, but they made it a little thicker in between each finger. So your fingers can come together, but it just makes it a little bit more difficult for your hands to do that. So it kind of forces you to keep your fingers spaced apart, which I've actually found was great for shooting especially. I found that it kept my hands spread across the basketball more evenly, kept my fingers as far apart as possible so I could really get a good feel for the basketball, get a good firm base on it, and I found that really affected my shot in good ways. It helped with my touch, it helped with my shooting arc, and it definitely kept my shot more on line. So 3 things that are very important for having, for being a good shooter. So better backspin also was another thing, which kind of tied in with the touch. But so for all that, I loved them. As far as for ball handling, I'm kind of 50-50 on them. I liked how, once again, they kept your hands spread apart. However, I found from time to time, for some of my dribble moves, I like to have my fingers kind of come together as I'm releasing the ball, and it kind of seemed like it restricted that a little bit. But overall, I'd say, if you're having difficulty with gripping the basketball or controlling the basketball, this would be a good option for you to get you in the habit of, keeping your hands spread on the basketball like I always talk about. That's huge for gripping the basketball, having your hand spread out as much as possible. So this is going to definitely help enforce that as well. But overall, I'd say definitely great for shooting. Can help you with ball handling. It just kind of depends on what your level of ability is. I'd say more if you're kind of learning or having difficulty with your control and gripping the basketball, definitely an option that can help you. That being said, keep in mind this is a training tool, so just having this isn't going to make you a great shooter, isn't going to make you a great ball handler. You still have to put in the time in the gym, but it can definitely help you correct a lot of issues and definitely help you enhance your practice and get more out of your practice. So overall, I found these to be great. Also, shout out to Pro-Shot for sending me these. They're actually located just in Oshkosh, not too far from where I am. So very cool to see a company within a few miles of where I'm at put out a cool product like this. I'm going to have a link for the product down below for their website where you guys can get it if you're interested in grabbing it. One last thing, I also found it kind of interesting how mentally, after you take the bands off and put up some shots and dribble, how you kind of pay more attention to what your fingers are doing, which is huge, to get that kind of biofeedback on what you're doing and actually thinking about what you're doing and noticing what you're doing on something, that you might not necessarily think of much when you're shooting and dribbling about what your fingers are doing. But if you think about that, your fingers are really one of the most important things when it comes down to your shooting. It's the last thing that touches the basketball, and it's touching the basketball throughout the whole shot. Once again, Coach Jesse Minch here with GetHandles.com. If you guys want another way to improve your ball handling and your shooting your entire game, head over to GetHandles.com. I got a full free workout for you there and a free ball handling guide. You just pop in your email and I send that to you instantly. No credit card or anything like that. You can also click this button right here to go there, and I'll have the link in the description down below. Otherwise, you can just pop in GetHandles.com in your address bar. And if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a thumbs up and stay tuned for more. I have a whole lot more coming.